Hey, what's up, everybody? You know what time it is. It's Wednesday night. It's 7:30. It's time for happy hour with Hendrix. Now, for those that are listening to the audio version of the show, the podcast, or what have you, make sure y'all hop over to our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and check out the video, man, because Q got my little intro video, something nice. He got the little reminder about the lupus walk coming up. And hey, if you want to donate to the Lupus Foundation of North Texas, all you gotta do is go to the page, look for Master Gas with Hendrix. Master Gas with Hendrix. That's our team. We appreciate whatever support y'all give us. Hey, if it's $1, if it's $1,000, it don't matter. Whatever your heart desires, if you can give it, go ahead and give it. Um, Tonight's show is going to be, well, it's entitled Wordplay, Regional Slang. Now, before we get into the show, I got to give, a little public service announcement because listener and viewer discretion is advised. This shit for your entertainment purposes only. We want you to be 21 and up, but we prefer 25. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no telling what might come out of my mouth, especially when we all get together. I'm one of those people. I need a T-shirt that says, "Do not put me on speakerphone," because ain't no telling what comes out of my mouth. And plus, we don't need y'all parents or somebody's parents or grandparents. My baby was watching your show and he heard and she heard you say this. You shouldn't be talking like that. Look here. This is why the shit is labeled explicit, and we give you the warning at the beginning. So after this, it's on you. You've been warned. Now, said tonight's show, wordplay, different regional slang. Now, there's a little story behind this. Um, just want to let y'all know that I go around and I listen and I talk to people, and sometimes I will say things that have people scratching their head. And I noticed it the other day because a guy asked me, "Hey man, how you doing?" It's like, you know me, dude. I'm just low key like a midget locksmith. Now, if you've watched the show, you've heard me say that plenty of times. I personally grew up hearing it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. However, people in the state of Texas seem to have not heard that before. I was perplexed. The mean dude was chopping it up. He was like, "You know what, man? Hey, I'm gonna see you in a couple of days. I tell you what, I got this other partner that I know from Louisiana too, and I'm gonna see what he say about it." He goes and asks him, "Hey man, have you ever heard low key like a midget locksmith?" Dude was like, "Yeah, I heard that. I hear it all the time. Ain't no big deal." From Louisiana, one of those things. That's the premise behind everything. Um, so with that being said, I just started thinking like, you know what? Hey, it's a lot of regional slang that everybody don't know about, right? So let's start on the East Coast. Like they always talking about dead ass, dead ass, dead ass. I'm just like, what are you talking about? So apparently dead ass means, it can mean a variety of different things. It could mean like you asshole, or it could mean like right on. Didn't know. I was clueless, but that's New York slang. Then you got the Southern slang. So you got in the South we say y'all. Most people know that one. But up north, when you say y'all, what y'all? They say you all. They actually pronounce all the letters in every word. However, they got their own little thing. So, down south here in in Texas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, no, we say y'all, and it ain't no big deal. Yeah, dead ass. In the South means right on. You see, Q know what I'm talking about. Q know. But you know, um, I just started thinking about it, and it's funny how we could take the same words and have them mean something completely different. Like For instance, this is gonna get you. You straight, right? Depending on how you use it, it can mean a bunch of different things. Like, you straight, you need something else, you good. Um, are you okay? It can mean a bunch of different things. Or like, what's another one? For sure, for sure, for sure. Some people think that means okay. Other times that means like, whatever, shut the fuck up. Or here's another one that people be talking all the time, and it trips me out. Oh, for real? Oh, that's crazy. If most of the time people say that, they ain't paying attention to you. Like, shut up. You talking too much. Word. Oh, that's what's up. Same thing. Mean you talking too much. Shut up. And I just started thinking about this and how we use slang and terminology differently. And it got me to really thinking like you can have the same words mean something completely different to different people. And sometimes what happens is we get all twisted up and caught up on the words instead of trying to figure out what a person means. For example, if I tell someone that, yep, and I just say, yep, that's it. Most people will be like, oh, that means yes. Okay. Other people, it's like, well, what you talking about? Yep, what? Yes? Yes, what? Like, what do you want? What do you mean? What do you, I don't know. So it's all dependent on your perception and the environment you're in. So when I'm thinking about this, it started the wheels to turning because you know my wheels be turning and I be thinking a lot. So I got to thinking about it, right? And I started thinking like, no, we all use same words, and then we have people that come into this country and them trying to learn a language. English is a complex language, especially here in the US. We got people that's trying to learn our language, and hell, we got people that's born speaking English that don't even know everything about the English language. So when you start thinking about it, it's like, communication is very, very important, right? And the words you use and the words you choose to use when you're communicating are very critical in getting your point across. Now, I'm not trying to have a whole serious conversation because that ain't me. I don't do that shit. But what I will say is this: we got to start thinking about the words and the vocabulary and the dialect that we use. Now, as a black man, I am very comfortable with code switching. So, you might hear me on the phone. I might be talking to one of my boys or something, and then, then I answer my business line and be like, "Oh, yes, how you doing? What can I help you with? Oh, hey, how you doing today?" But if I answer my personal phone, "Hey, what it do? What's going on? What's good?" That's how I'm gonna talk. So when we think about this, right, and we have all these people coming into our country, and immigration is something that's never gonna end. Might as well just get used to it. I'm not gonna go into the whole politics of all that. But my point is that when you are in another country or you're in another environment that is not your own, and you're trying to learn and pick up on things, wouldn't you rather have somebody that's patient with you and help understands that, hey, this is not your environment. This is not where you from. This is not what you normally do. So it's helpful to think about it that and put yourself in those people's shoes, right? If somebody doesn't speak English and they're asking you for help or they're coming up to you, don't be an asshole. Try to help the people, right? Like me personally, I can understand quite a bit of Spanish. Speaking Spanish, I am horrible at. I horrible. But if you ask me to read some Spanish, you ask me to write some Spanish, I got you. But speaking it, and it's funny because I remember I was living in New Mexico, And it was a couple of guys there that spoke Spanish. I mean, they spoke English too, but they spoke Spanish when they was around each other. A bunch of Hispanic guys around, they speak Spanish. And they was always laughing because I'd be up on the conversation for the most part. And he was like, dude, like you understand like a whole lot of Spanish, but why can't you speak it? I don't know. And they thought it was hilarious because, and it made a lot of people feel comfortable with me that I understood Spanish. I just couldn't speak it. So you speak to me in Spanish, I'm gonna reply back to you in English. I'm sorry. I do the best I can. Right. But we gotta start making sure that we treat people the way we want to be treated, right? And that's one of the things I was really thinking about because, you can have dialect in one place mean something completely different in another. Ooh, I'm sorry, yo. You know, I'm not a late night person. I'm sorry for the yawning. But ooh, we. You know what? Hold up, Q. That might be time for a break. Um, Q's show tomorrow night. The stupid is real. Funerals and family lives. Hmm. I'm gonna just pause right there. Um, Q, uh, you messed my head up, bruh. Take us to commercial and then bring it back because you messed my head up with that one. So let's go ahead and go to commercial, and then I'll be back and we gonna wrap this up.
Just párate de mi amanecer. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será de mí? Por todo yo brindo, desde lo feo hasta lo lindo. Tú eres una prueba que el mundo a mí nunca me brindó. Quería casarme, yo tan loco en ilusionarme, creyendo en tus besos y tus caricias. La verdad no fue el culpable. Ay, todo tiene un propósito y dejarme será solo uno más. Siempre amé.
All right, y'all, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. For those watching the video, Q had my little side profile picture up. Get that out the way. We good now. So the reason, like I said, I was looking and thinking about all this conversation, little phrase I said, and keeping people aware that, when you go different places, people have different slang. And, it was, you know, part of the reason this came to my attention was because, it's summertime, right? Gas prices high, temperature high, people struggling, everybody a little anxious or whatever, but it's summertime. It's time to travel and move around. So people are going to be traveling places, going here and there. And so I just want y'all to look out for and listen for some slang because we're going to revisit this conversation later on. But, in July, we always take our break. We take our mid-year break in July, and then we're not doing any shows until August. So I want y'all, the MTG listeners and followers, start hitting us up. Shoot us an email at mastergas@gmail.com. We got our website. We got the DMs on all social media. So, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even hell, you can even hit us up on YouTube. Hey, hit us up. Let us know what you think and give us some of that regional slang that you used to. Because I'm gonna break it down because I really want to see how people talk in different areas. But I'll be doing a little traveling, so I'm gonna see how it impacts my conversations with people, and I want to see how they react to different slang. Because again, in the state of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, y'all is common. Um, one of the other ones that I like to use is cold drink, right? So in Louisiana, you say cold drink, that means like saying soda in other states or pop if you up on the East Coast. It's just a term for soda. Um, another thing that another one that gets me is the word tootsie. Most people have no clue what that is. Now, if you're from Louisiana, you know exactly what it is. But most people don't know what tootsie is. And I find that so hilarious. Most people don't know. So, with that being said, y'all, I want to know some of the slang that y'all used to hearing. So make sure you hit us up. Make sure you like and subscribe. And Q gonna roll the phone number across the screen for those that's watching the video, and then I'll recite it to y'all because I don't know our phone number by heart, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. But our email is mastergas@gmail.com, and the phone number is 972-904-2398. Hey, y'all can hit us up with topics. If y'all have questions, we love the letters from the fans. Oh, and you know what? That reminds me, I was supposed to read a fan letter. That's what we're gonna do on my next show. I will read a fan letter, and we're gonna, we have fan questions and letters. Y'all be giving us some good juicy letters. Now, some of our advice be a little sketchy sometimes, but when you think about it, hey, you wouldn't be writing in if you didn't think we could give you some real shit. Because we're gonna give you the real. So that's always gonna happen. We're gonna always give y'all the real responses on what you should do. But yeah, I gotta get back to that letter because Q had a letter for me. It was pretty good. So my next show, I will be doing a fan letter. So with that being said, y'all, you know me. Happy hour with Hendrix. I don't be home here too long. I don't hold your time up. I'm gonna get in and get out, like a ninja. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out. Peace.